Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Noise and welcome back to Project Ozone 2. In the last episode, we were doing a bunch of quests. We completed pretty much all of the quests except for 5 and 6, Epsilon and Zeta, and then everything after 7. So there's a lot of stuff that we can't do yet. RF tools, we got to do some exploring to get some dimensional shards and all that kind of fun stuff. We're still waiting on a lot more neutronium. A lot more. We need half a stack. We are getting there to our first neutronium compressor. Once we get that, we should be able to make everything we could ever want, including this guy. The wand of animation is going to be so powerful. And with that, we are going to actually go fight some bosses today. So, I have a couple of things marked on the Charm of Dislocation that we're going to teleport to and all that kind of fun stuff. We have 4 bosses we're going to kill. And I think, first things first, I left a... as you can see, there is an Antlion 500 and 2,000 blocks away. But there's also a crush room just right over here. I actually saw 2 of them, so let's go kill one of those. That is a quest here. I also found a tarantula broodmother, so we're going to kill one of those. We'll probably kill that last, just because the crush room being here is going to be quick and easy. I even know where it is. It's like right over here. It was, anyway. Oh man, they despawned. Dang it. So yeah, we can get a crush room like in this area pretty easily. Wait, nope, it came back. So it was over in here. I hate this place so much. Not the blitzes or whatever, but the Erebus mod does what it does way too well, I guess. Okay. Crush room's over this direction. Where is he? Right there he is. He's standing on a mushroom. So this is the crush room. He's dead. I don't know what he drops, if anything. Mushroom hide. He does drop a heart and all that kind of stuff. He does have a boss bar, so that means all the enemies are going to be a little bit stronger, but the crush room thing is completed. So now we're going to... Let's go to the Antlion 1. So this is the first temple that I found, and you know, I realized before we do that, I want to grab a dev null so that we don't have to worry about blocks. Do we have one for the... No, doesn't look like it. Let's see, are these still called dev nulls? Yes, but it's backslash. Alright, so it's just an apple and a piece of stone, I do believe. And what we're going to do is we're going to probably dig through... Isn't it? Is it cobblestone? I don't remember how to make a dev null. Yeah, there we go. So now what we can do is we can go here and take on the Antlion. So we need to go kill all of the golems, and the easiest way to do this is actually to just go ahead and just dig a bunch. So this entire place is a giant maze, but it's going to be easiest just to dig like this. Dig to each of the corners. So there is one side. And then deal with the lava, which is not that big of a deal. And here is one corner. Lag spike. Awesome. So let's just break that. Wait for the lava to disappear. And there we go. So there is the mud scarab idol. Now we could potentially, I considered trying to capture one of these guys. And, like, trying to capture one of these guys and trying to, like, auto-spawn them so we don't have to do this part. But I thought, you know, we only need 2 of these things, so it's probably going to be easy enough. I hate the sounds that these things make. I don't know what it is. I think it's the magma crawlers make the, like, screaming noise. It's kind of creepy. Not gonna lie. But, you know, it's whatever. This is a very large maze. Another spawner. And hey, there's the golem dude. Cool. So we have the iron as well. And he makes cobwebs. It's kind of cool. I am worried about digging through this area, but I don't see anything. So let's just try to get to the other end and then go back to the center. We'll take on the Antlion. So we need 2 soul crystals in order to do... in order to make the wand of animation. And now typically the soul crystals are still used. Alright, let's just break this one. It becomes lava. We kill it. And did we get it? Yes. Alright, one more. And then this one is done. We'll do the same thing to the other one. Oh hey, gold ore. That's kind of cool. But yeah, this isn't that bad. It's just a pretty long trek. But that's why we have our... that's why we have the dev null, so we don't pick up all these blocks. Keep our inventory relatively clean. Alright, here it is. There is the... No, that's not him. That is. And we got poisoned. Well, that's awful. Alright, so I guess, you know what? It'd be easiest just to teleport right back here. Ow. And then we do the little puzzle thing. I brought all the supplies that we're going to need. So it's not that bad. I don't remember what order they are. Do we right click it? I don't remember how this works. We walk onto it. So exoskeletons. And hopefully we can kill the Antlion without any issues. Magma cream. Little bit of lag, but nothing too bad. Magma crawler eyes. I went ahead and EMC'd these guys just because it was easier. And then string. There's the lag. And we can't actually we can't use our we can't use our arrows on this guy, unfortunately. How good is our sword? I think this is actually better. There we go. So there is the first Antlion Overlord taken care of. We're going to fight the other one here in a second. I don't know what this is for, but we're going to go ahead and take it. We have the soul crystal. And the next one is actually underground. So, put the potions away. So it's going to be a little bit different, but I mean, not really. Considering we still need to do all this stuff. So let's go to Antlion 2. And yeah, as you can see, I found it. It's underground. I don't know where the entrance is. It was very odd, but hey, this is a corner. Well, that makes things easier. So we shoot these guys, we get their idols, and then we can just kind of do exactly what we just did. So once we're done with this, as you can see on the map, I can like see it, but I think the entire temple is buried. I don't know if it's buried under lava or what, but what is that? Coal. That's weird looking coal. More gold. Alright, so this is a big ravine. This is the corner. Wait for the lava to go away. And there we go. Cool. So we got the gold scarab. There we go. Here is the center. Ooh, and a spawner. I hate these things. So this is a dungeon. These are relatively, like, random. And what are those things called? They're, yeah, those sky toads or whatever. They're awful. Alright, so yeah, this is completely and utterly buried. So it was a little bit more tricky to find. Where are you? You're like a pill bug, aren't you? Oh, you're just a beetle. Alright, so now we know where the center is. We can get back there later if we need to. Well, when we need to, rather. But this shouldn't be too bad to deal with. It almost looks like a slightly smaller maze. Now, granted, with journey maps, these mazes are not difficult. Not really, because, I mean, we can see all of it. But what is this? Oil. Oh. Oil doesn't really do anything bad to us, but it is very thick and viscous, so it's kind of hard to maneuver through. I don't know if it's flammable, actually. That would be something that's, I think... we got poison again, but... Oh, great. We're going to have to do the thing. I didn't want to do the thing. Alright, so we didn't get the jade idol. Did we? Must have burned up in the... Must have burned in the lava. Alright, well that's fine. We can do some stuff to kind of help with that. That's kind of what I get for doing this in the cheesy way. But it's going to require us to make something. That's kind of annoying. But it shouldn't be that bad. Alright, are we there yet? Almost. Alright, we're going to wait for all the lava to clear. So we're going to wait for that. That's not the dude. Alright, cool. So now we can fly back towards the center. And I just want to make sure so let's... Yeah, we don't have the jade. Now, how do we get the jade idle? So if we want the jade scarab idle, we need to make a spawn jade idle guardian. So I actually looked at this. In order to get this, we're going to need to kill 2 scorpions. We're going to need 2 scorpion claws. We're going to need some altar fragments. Now, I'm not entirely sure how to get those. That is actually a question, so I'll have to look into that. But before we do anything else, let's go ahead and this one, let's set here. And let's go back to this guy. We need to find a scorpion. So, you know what? I've seen... Oh my gosh. There's another crush room over here, by the way. I've seen some scorpions in a different biome, which there should be one nearby. And I'm going to quickly look up while I'm doing this. The altar fragments. So I've seen scorpions in this biome. So hopefully we can still see some. I think we're relatively close to the tarantula as well. Those are bees. So yeah, unfortunately, things just did not go well. They can only be found in dungeon chests, which is what it said. And it seems to be bugged at the moment. So I don't know if we can do that or not. I don't really want to have to go find another... dungeon. So this biome is where you can find scorpions. Did we get a claw? No. We did get okra seeds. Let's see. Let's go ahead. What is attacking me? Let's go ahead and dump a lot of this stuff in here. And haha, there's another dungeon right here. So you know what? Let's just... That was weird. We need the jade. Now the jade is always in a very specific corner. So let's see if we can't find... one second, and I will... Antlion Dungeon... Antlion Overlord Pyramid. So there is another dungeon right over somewhere around here. Right there. Alright, so... The different golems are always in the same southwestern. So I think this is the southeastern. This is the south side. We need to go west. Alright, so we should be able to find the jade, and then we can just teleport straight back to we can teleport straight back to where we were. And no problems. Oh, come on. Alright. This time we are going to wait for the lava to completely dissipate. And I I'm half curious. Could we like... Did we get it? Awesome. I'm half curious if we could like capture those guys, but eh. So let's go back to Antlion 2. Ow. Alright, so with that, we can just finish this up. I believe Exoskeleton was first. We'll get this taken care of nice and easy. Next is Magma Creams. Then the eyes. And I love that we're going to be using our bow, but only to like punch the dude, the Antlion, because that's the more powerful way. It's the most powerful attack we have currently. Alright, so it gives you some potions, don't really care. Alright, here goes something. Punch. Oh, you are lagging. Punch. Just avoid. When he does that earthquake, it does like area of effect damage, but only if you're on the ground. So there you go. He's dead now. Let's eat our epic bacon. And there is the last soul crystal. And we'll go ahead and take the Antlion egg. Why not? So now we can go right click to the tarantula, who is in a gigantic, what are these called? They're baobab trees, something like that. However you pronounce that. Baobab, I guess. But these giant ones, it's at the top. So if you have flight, you can literally just come in here and it's dead now. We can also complete all of these quests, but yeah, this place is filled with tarantulas. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to get close. We're going to grab all the stuff, including the egg, but now it's time to go home. That's not home. Alright, so with that taken care of, we have probably 2 of the 3 hardest, well, most annoying things to get for the Wand of Animation. The soul crystals are not the most fun to get, but there we go. So we are getting very, very close. Let's go ahead, dump all this stuff in here, except for the loot bags, because I don't really care about any of this stuff. Alright, so with that taken care of, what do we have left to do? Let's see, let's go ahead and clean this up. We have 120 levels on us. There's so many mobs in there. Okay, so we can get rid of that. The Ultra Fragments, it says that you can find them in dungeons. Whether or not that is the case, I don't know. I also saw that it was bugged, so might not be able to. Anyways, we have 11 ingots, so we're not quite there yet. So the only thing we need for the Wand of Animation is we need 2 infinity ingots, an infinity catalyst, and then some singularities. Plus the demon steel of the 11th magnitude. That is going to be the pain. We might try to do something about that today. We'll see. But last time we were making ultimate stew. And this stuff is really, really annoying. And I'll show you why in a second. So, there is an item in Pam's Harvestcraft called the Market. The Market is amazing. It allows you to get basically just whatever kind of stuff you want. It's really, really good. Unfortunately, it's disabled. We can't make it. So that's really annoying. Because it's the way you get all of the seeds in the game. All of the seeds in the game from Pam's, you can get through the market. plus a whole bunch of other things. So instead of doing that, we get to do the fun thing of, well, more crop mutations. So I have a handful. We could do this another way, but I have a handful of crops already. I do have some cinnamon. So let's just make a bunch of that. And you know what? Let's grab another diamond chest. And we're going to put this in here. And this is going to be all the Pam stuff. So we need 8 of these for what I'm working on. We're going to keep 1 on us because we can use this to make cinnamon saplings. So let's grab just a bunch of saplings of various types. It's mostly oak and jungle, but we can go ahead and make a cinnamon sapling. And we'll do that for a lot of the stuff. So cinnamon goes where? I know it's on here. It's 3rd row below the apple. Alright, so what else do we have? We have tomatoes. Rhubarb and radishes. I know all of these are used. And we can start just kind of making seeds. So let's, for the time being, we're just put these guys in here, let them grow. Bell peppers, I don't think I saw. No, bell peppers are not one we need, but we'll keep that off to the side. Grape, I don't believe. Broccoli, I know. Cabbage and blackberry. So we'll grow these guys as well. And there's a couple other ways we can get crops, but we're going to need to do a lot of crossbreeding. So things like, let's just take one at random. Kiwis are a seed. Kiwis come from cantaloupes and strawberries. Cantaloupe comes from strawberries and melon. Strawberries are radishes and poppy. Radishes are Brussels sprouts and tomatoes. Brussels sprouts are peas and cabbage. Like, you get the idea. Now, do we have anything else over here? We have, yes, we do. We have a lot of things. We have all the saplings as well. So that's good. Plus, we have a whole bunch of these guys. Alright, so this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But in all honesty, like, a lot of the stuff we're going to... We don't need you. We're going to start growing some. I'm probably going to grow them very briefly. But, yeah, for now I'm just going to dump all this stuff in here. And I'll make more later as needed. So, you kind of get the idea that we're going to need a lot of different seeds and whatnot going on. So a lot of this is pretty boring off-camera stuff. But we do need a couple of things that I don't currently have. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grow most of this stuff in the mining dimension. Because it's going to be easier. I might set up like an actual farm over there, but the plan will be I will try to get all of the Pam seeds at least acquired, and then from there we can like start getting all the stuff for the ultimate stew. So that should be fun. With that, let's see, what else can we do today? So we have these quests to complete. Let's take the far right bags. We're going to get another mining multi-tool, just for the fun of it. And that gave us a greater and 2 goods. Nothing major. We can dump all the rest of the stuff into the system. Let's go ahead and open these. So good are pretty bad. And greater is railgun. Not bad. Not fantastic, but not bad. Alright, so we could do some dimensional shard stuff. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. We have... Do we have all of our stuff? we just need to grab this guy and this guy who is currently out of power. So if we turn this on, that's going to give us a lot of power. That's going to drop out everything pretty quickly. Are these guys... Is this guy even like powering? Okay, he is. So let's do some dimension stuff. And then while things are like doing what they need to, getting bedrockium, style once. I'm going to put that on the bar. While we're getting some bedrockium, we're going to explore a little bit down below. So there's a bunch of zombies. Let's clear out this one, this orb. I think that'll be good. So let's just put this... Actually, if we put it one block above, will it still work? Receiving energy. No. Alright. Let's see. Can we just come over here? And we'll put the endothermic pump, bedrockium, and the tesseract, and that will fill up. So while that is doing its stuff, we're gonna go ahead and put pump, just so we know where it's at, and we're gonna go dig straight down. And honestly, right here would be fine. This is actually gravel. There's a bunch of zombies there. I don't want to deal with them. Let's go over here. So the idea is, can we find... This is actually all Jupiter stuff. Turn the magnet off. Is this all Jupiter rock? Well then, this world is not going to work for us. Not to get what we want, which is all the nice things called... wait, though, there is another biome right here. So maybe, just maybe... No, it's still a Jupiter magma. No, this is a river. This might give us what we want, which is dimensional shards. We need to eat. Alright, so I'm not seeing much of anything yet. They are relatively rare. Right there they are. Cool. So that is what we wanted. And it's, of course, in this mess. There we go. So just a couple of dimensional shards will be enough because we can just duplicate them. But yeah, as you can see, they're relatively rare. Not that big of a deal, but let's get rid of all this stuff. I don't really care about it. And how is our pump doing? While it's kind of like working, we can always go somewhere else. We could always just leave this here. I mean, it's about, what is that? 3,000 buckets worth. That exploded. Why did that explode? I have no idea. Anyways, do we see any other... Do we see any other... yes. These guys. That also exploded. It's very, very odd. Unfortunately, it blew off a lot of the dimlets. But we can always grab more. The mobs are getting very, very quick. There's another one. This one shouldn't be exploded. There are creepers that can spawn in the non-magma area, and that is not good. Let's get this guy on the bar and this guy on the bar. And let's go ahead and turn the magnet on. So you can get more rarer things from these. What am I trying to say? You can get more rare dimlets from the little houses that appear in the different dimensions. They're slightly just higher chance. But I guess for now, let's go ahead and take our pump back. Let's kill all these spiders. Yeah, that's good enough. And let's go home. So that should be a good bit of bedrockium to hopefully have enough to get... We're going to actually want 2 of the... let's set this down. Let's see. We're going to want like 2 of the actual tier 11 demon steel. But that's something that we'll kind of worry about later. It's not that important right now. Let's see, we're gonna want to put all of this stuff in here. I'll deal with that later. And we need our bag, so we can put this stuff in here. Alright, cool. So we have some dimensional shards. Now, if we want to make the actual dimensional stuff, we can smelt them. So let's just go ahead and do that. Right, that's what I was going over there for. I remember now. We got to turn our stuff off. Don't want to waste power. Not that this is like struggling or anything. It did use quite a bit of yellorium. About 100 of them, but that's fine. Alright, so we have dimensional shards. Let's go ahead and get a handful of those. Now, dimensional shards are really good to have. You can empower machines so they don't use as much stuff. And it's also quests, so let's do some quests with that. Let's see if we can't finish this set. So we have a stack. We're going to take far right ones. And then we need the shard and the machine infuser, which is actually pretty easy to make. Machine infuser. So basically with this guy, you give him dimensional shards and then it infuses machines. Infused machines typically will, well, typically what they do is they will not use as much power or something like that. But we have it. That's really all that matters. We'll take that. And then the last one is the block protector. So we'll put this in here. We have a basic and a greater. So the last thing we're going to make in this quest line is the block protector. And that requires shield templates, obsidian, and okay. And shield templates are pretty easy, so this should be straightforward enough. The block protector allows you to, well, protect blocks. Oh, really? I never told this. Okay. Can we get one of these? We're missing hardened machine frame, which we can make new. Well, we can make one in the in here, so that'll take a moment, but that won't be too bad. While we're waiting on that, we do have the crystallized redstone that we needed for the infinity catalyst that goes. Let's see. Nope, it's the wrong one. So Ender's Pearl, it goes next to infused diamonds, which we can do really soon. Right here, above the string, yes. We can actually make infused diamonds now, so let's make one of those. Do we have... No, not yet. So let's make an infused diamond. Just a singular one. And then what we can do is duplicate this. Once we have a stack of them, that goes in here. Underneath this guy. We need to get runes of wrath and gluttony. I will probably do that between episodes. That's going to take a little bit of time. It's not that bad to do, but it's going to take some time. So do we have the stuff to make this guy yet? Yes. Which means there's the block protector. And we're going to take the reward bag. And that is everything in that quest line completed. So there's not that many quests left to do that are easy. So we got another greater reward bag. Let's go ahead and open these. So we have a basic and 2 graders. Nothing all that great. Okay. So, I guess for the rest of this episode, we're not going to do too much more. We still need half a stack of this stuff. We have 13. So what we can do, one, we have some enticing crystals, which is nice. Throw those in there, make more vibranium if we want to. Let's see, we can get 4 more, I think. And yeah, we'll kind of let that just do its thing. We only need, what, 18 more in total. So I'll try to get the rest of these made and get this entire thing done. That'll speed things up quite a bit. Well, not that much more than already is, but it'll be fast enough to get neutronium. So let's go ahead and look at what else can we make in this. So we have, let's take a look at the chest. We can't make the eternal singularities yet. Dark matter blocks we could make, but that's expensive. Actually, it's not that expensive. Do we have dark matter? We can make one. Seriously, I didn't save any. Okay, let's go ahead and make that. That'll take a moment. But once it's done, yeah, it's going to make a lot of alchemical coal. This is going to take a little bit of time, but it's not too bad. Once we have the dark matter, I'm just going to go ahead and... is it better to have dark matter or dark... which one is better to have? The normal one. So we can't actually convert it back and forth. Okay, so once that's done, we can get the dark matter. We could make the Indus Pearl, but at least I think, it requires neutronium. That's really annoying. It's going to require 4 stacks of neutronium to get a stack of these. Oh my god, we're going to need so much neutronium. Actually, maybe. We'll see. Temperio essence. How much of that do we have? We need 9 stacks of it. I mean, we can get quite a bit. Do we have much in here? Well, we can get a good bit of it. So, armor. I love using the horse armor. It's actually really good. EMC source. Do we have an infused diamond still? Yes. So let's make a bunch of Timperio. We want like 9 stacks worth. Are you done making dark matter? Alright, so we have 1 dark matter. We'll make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. And then we can make some dark matter. We'll put this guy in here. This chest is almost filled up. We need 4 stacks of this. There's 2, 3, and 4. Make sure there is a dark matter in there. Cool. So we can just do this. And we just got an achievement for that, which is kind of cool. And there's a bunch of Tempero. I don't know if there's any quests with these. Project E. Not until we make red matter. Okay. So dark matter goes there. It's above jade, isn't it? Yes. Alright, then we have a couple of runes, and then refined obsidian. Refined. Alright, so this is just a little bit of osmium and a little bit of this stuff, right? I don't remember how to make refined obsidian. It's refined obsidian dust, which is not that, but we can't use that because I think that's basically the same thing. But we enrich it, so it's not quite. So it's slightly better for use, but let's see, obsidian, dust, pulverized obsidian, whatever. Same difference. We can take that down here. Put it in there. This will be relatively quick. We then osmium infuse it to make it an ingot, which is right here. Should not take that long. And then we'll have refined obsidian, which we can then EMC, make 9 stacks of it, make a block, and all that fun stuff. So, do that, and we'll come back to that in just a moment. Okay, so what's the next thing? Awakened Draconium, that's going to be a pain. Singularities. We're going to have to make singularities. We'll do that another time. Let's see. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll take this, put it in there. Alright, so that was easy enough. And that goes second row. Alright, so what else do we need? We really need a bunch of those. Let's see. Constantan, we can make that probably. We have a little bit of it already. We just need like 9 stacks of it. And unfortunately, we do need to smelt it to make the blocks. You know, did we already? We have a bunch of gold. Just put that in there. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And just smelt that all up. Active with signal. Cool. So that'll work just fine. And that's the Constantan. We're going to need red gems. We have this. Let's get a stack of these. That goes 4th row down. Alright, cool. So you can kind of get the idea. Carbide, you know, all of this stuff we're going to need. Spectre ingots we have. What's next to the Spectre ingot? HOP graphite. And then Darkstone. Darkstone is actually really easy to get. I don't know why I haven't done that one yet. But we can very quickly get a stack of that. We'll just put some in there. Not worth keeping. And that goes next to the flame string. We're going to need all the quartz and a bunch of the essence. So we need fire, water, earth, and air. Water, earth, fire. Air. No, next row. Right? Yes. Okay, so kind of get the idea. A lot of this stuff isn't that bad at this point. It's just gonna be a matter of getting it all together and making it. So once we get the stack of Constantan blocks, I'm gonna work on getting as many seeds as I can for the ultimate stew. And kind of sorting this through. There's a couple things that we're going to still need to go get, but we'll worry about that next time. So next episode, hopefully we can get enough of the neutronium so that we can at least get the neutronium compressor and start looking at that and then go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!